Hey everybody, good evening. My name is Jai. This is a Tuesday, February 7th, and this is the 24th day of the Winterfeast of the Soul 40-day meditation practice. Today I'm going to be sharing another 72 Name of God Kabbalistic meditation that Sam already chose the card yesterday. He chose number 1. So the number 1 card for the 72 Names of God meditation is time travel. So this particular 72 Name of God connects us to the energy of time traveling, which pretty much kind of share briefly what time travel is from a Kabbalistic perspective. But basically we learn in quantum physics that time is not linear. It doesn't really happen in a straight line. Actually, things that are happening in the past and things that are happening in the future and the things that are happening now are happening actually at the same time. So really, instead of time happening linear, it actually time folds. It bends upon itself. So with that being said, we do have the ability in a quantum physics type of way to travel back and forth in time. So this particular card allows us, hey Donna, how are you? This particular card gives us the energy to overcome the limitations of time, which time is an illusion. It's really much limited to the physical realm that we're living in, but when we enter the subtle worlds, we understand that everything is happening instantaneously. Everything is already there. There's just the difference is that living in the physical world, we have the process of time, which allows us to actually go through the process of earning things, or the process of the illusion, basically, that there is actually time, but time is actually an illusion. So this particular card gives us that energy to overcome the limitations of time in our life. So I'm going to read to you real quickly what the meditation means. Again, the letters is Vav, Hey, Vav, and again this comes from the 72 Names of God, which is this is 72 Names of God. It's a Hebrew letter. It's a whole bunch of different Hebrew letters that's actually found in the first 5 books of Moses, which is also the Torah, the Hebrew Bible, and it's in the book of Exodus. And so these Hebrew sequences allow us to connect to different aspects of the Creator, different energies, different angels, whatever you want to call them, but the different aspects of the Creator. This again is card number 1. This is the first name in the 72 Names of God, which is this one here. This is the number 1. This is the first name in the 72 Names of God. So it's interesting it's a first name. Why would this be the first name? Because it overcomes time. And time is like one of our biggest obstacles, right? We always feel like we don't ever have enough time to do things. We're always running out of time. And that's such a big limitation that we put in our life. It's really one of the things I think that holds us back from doing the things we really want to in our life. Because sometimes we think, oh, well, I'm too old for this, or I don't have enough time in my life to do this any longer, or I don't have enough time in the day to do this, but that's not true. We have an unlimited amount of time. Time is just relative. Time is an illusion. It's just something that's limited to this physical reality. But when we overcome the limitations of this physical reality, we see that really time is all we really have. All we have is time. So don't let time be an excuse as to not doing things in our life. But anyway, so the meditation for this is, I awaken remorse in my heart for prior misdeeds. I accept the frank spiritual truth that problems in my life are the result of past actions. By concentrating on this name, I will now uproot negative seeds that I've already planted, and in doing so, I transform my past, reshape the present, and create a future full of joy and fulfillment. Okay, so this again is the ability to go back in time and correct things that we maybe did in our life in the past, and also plant roots or seeds for proper actions in the future. And from a Kabbalistic standpoint, what this card represents from Yehuda Bird from the Kabbalah Center, this particular card connected to the energy of time. Time travel. When we want to undo past crimes in order to banish their painful effects from our lives and the lives of others, this name provides us with an ingenious time travel device. Forget the Dramamine. This flight happens on a soul level. Are you ready? Fasten your seatbelt. Science says that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. For every cause there is an effect. But in the physical world there is always an interval of time between an action and its result. Time is a distance between cause and effect. Time is a space between crime and consequence. Time is the gap between good deed and dividend. The chain of cause and effect could be 10 minutes, 10 days, 10 months, or even 10 lifetimes. Nevertheless, the effects of our behavior come back to us in full measure. We believe mistakenly that good is unrewarded, that evil goes unpunished, and that life lacks true justice. Why? Because the memory of our positive and negative actions fades over time, and when their delayed effect appear, we see them as simply random events. What's more, unkind words also set the cause and effect principle into motion. So how do we return to the original cause before its nasty effects show up in our lives? The technology for this exists in this unique name. Long ago, Kabbalists declared that time travel is possible. Today, quantum physics are catching up to Kabbalah by acknowledging that time travel is achievable, at least in theory. But Kabbalah doesn't say we will physically rocket back in time to encounter our own self face to face. That's an intriguing concept, but here we achieve an objective far more dazzling than the notion of having lunch with ourselves somewhere in the past. What is that objective? How about unimaginable joy and fulfillment once we correct all the negative actions of our past? So again, this is really a way to overcome the past, to correct past deeds, to then plant positive seeds for the future, and just reshaping our destiny with this energy of this name. And again, this name is Vav, Hey, Vav. And we have the melody, which comes with this, that's going to accompany this meditation. So we'll be listening to the melody for song number 1, which is Transform the Past and Future. Okay, so we already have it in here. So now I invite you to sit up with a nice straight spine. Sit with a nice straight spine. Focus on your breathing. You can sit in easy pose, rock pose, in a chair, whatever it is, wherever you want to sit. Just sit comfortably, nice and tall. You may want to put your hands in Gyan Mudra. And just imagine, as we're doing this meditation, imagine things in your past actions, past things that you've said that have maybe hurt people, that maybe, or things that you have not done in your life that you wish you would have done at one point in your life. And just know that time is all we have. And imagine and connect to that. Connect to that knowing that all we really do is, all that we really have is time. And that time is really just an illusion that is limited to this particular reality, this space of time and motion. But that everything is already happening in these subtle, unseen worlds. And that knowing allows us to connect to the infinite possibilities that are before us. And it's just a matter of going through the process of time in order to make those things material into the physical world. But don't ever let time limit you. Don't ever feel that you don't have enough time. Don't ever feel that you missed out on that because the time has passed you by, or that you're too old, or that you're too young to do anything, because time is just merely a perspective. It's merely just an illusion. So now just imagine as you're breathing in, imagine the things that you want to do. Imagine you have an unlimited time to do what it is that you want to do. Also imagine going back in time to correct any things that you want to correct in your past. And then imagine things that you want to do in the future. Imagine them already accomplished. Fast forwarding to that moment in your life where the things are already done. So wherever you are in your life right now, whether it's something you want to correct in the past, whether it's something you want to fulfill in the future, know that both the past and the present are happening now at the same time as this very moment. And that's how we have the ability to correct things in the past, and then we have the ability to fulfill things in the future that have not happened yet, by putting our focus on this present moment, the very now, and overcoming the limited reality of time. Breathe in. And now we're going to start to chant the Hebrew letters. Vav, Hey, Vav. That's time travel. Vav, Hey, Vav. So breathe in. And let's begin. Vav, Hey, Vav. 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 Vav, hey, vav, vav, hey 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 vav. Breathe in, hold the breath, exhale it out, breathe in again, hold the breath, and exhale out. Now just sit with yourself in the moment, sit with yourself. Again, imagining in your mind's eye, going back in time to a moment in your life, or moments in your life, where you wish you would have done something different, or where maybe you hurt someone, or you said something to somebody, or maybe you hurt yourself, you weren't honoring yourself. And just know that with this name, you can change that cause. You can change that seed cause with this name, so that you do not no longer have to live with that regret, or with that pain, or with that sadness, or whatever it is that you're carrying from the past. You no longer need to live with that pain, live with that sadness, live with that regret. You can let it go. You can leave it in the past. You can time travel to the future, into a new future with a new reality. A new reality where you forgive yourself for hurting yourself, or for hurting someone else. Where you forgive yourself for not doing the thing that you wish you would have done. And you still have time to do the thing that you should have done. You have all the time in the world, because time is all that we have. And time bends. Time folds upon itself. Time is not linear. So again, what that means when time bends is that everything that happens in the future is happening at this very moment. Everything that happened in the past is happening at the very same time. Everything is happening at the exact same time. That time is just an illusion of the physical world. Time is a matter of perspective. When we connect to the subtle world, we connect to the infinite possibilities. We connect to reality beyond time, space, and motion. We connect to a reality where everything is already is. And the only thing that time, the only real purpose of time is to give the space between cause and effect. So with this space that we have between cause and effect, we can correct any wrongs that we may have done to ourselves, to others. We can use this time to fulfill on commitments that we made to ourselves in the past that we have not yet done. We can use time. Rather than time using us, we can use time to our advantage. Because time is for us to work with. Time does not work against us. It works with us. It works for us. So now breathe in. Holding on to that knowing. Believing in that knowing. Welcoming that knowing into your life. And you do not have to be limited by time. That we control time. And we have all the time in the world. So you're never too old to do anything. You're never too young to do anything. It's all a matter of perspective and desire. Breathe in, shake it out. Again, my name is Jai. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Jared, Sam, Maria, Sahara, Mariella, Donna, thank you very much for joining. I'll be here again tomorrow for the 25th day of the Winterfeast of the Soul 40-day meditation practice. And I just hope you have a wonderful evening. You can visit my website, anahataom.com. And again, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining. Have a beautiful night, everybody. See you tomorrow.